Hello everyone, my name's Dave Smalley. Welcome to Geeks Corner, Geeks Garage, and or Lily's Delights. Geeks Corner. Geeks Corner was originally just a public Facebook group dedicated to astronomy, science, technology, and all things geeky. Geeks Garage, also originally just a public Facebook group. It's dedicated to DIY motorcycle mechanics, woodworking, and e-bikes or electric bicycles. We'll also be posting some videos here from my wife's Lily's Delights, which is all about homemade soaps, lotions, and gifts. This video is presented by Geeks Garage, reviewing my best value tool purchases from Amazon over the last couple of years. There are links in the description below to all of the items discussed with the prices as of today, October 6, 2022. They do tend to float around. If you do me the favor of clicking one or more of the links and end up buying something, Amazon will send me a small commission and I'll go buy some more tools. Okay, so much for all of that. Let's play. Okay, first two items. I did not purchase these exact items. The TECCPO, I believe, is the name of the company that makes these products. And they have another brand name that is, for all, I can't see the difference, POPOMAN. They're identical. I hold the two side by side and you cannot tell the difference. Anyway, I started working at a motorcycle mechanic's place as a mechanic, and everybody was using these little impact drivers and I was using hand tools. They were laughing at me and they would literally force me to use theirs, and I had to admit it was better. I was very thin on funds at the time and I couldn't afford the Dewalts and all the others. I found these on Amazon, the POPOMAN impact driver. I believe I paid about $65, under $70 for it. The one that I purchased is no longer available because it's upgraded. You can't. I couldn't find it just by itself. But this combo kit for $100, that's pretty good. You get the impact driver and the drill and two batteries and the little bag and the charger. Pretty good deal. If you need a combo, that's a good one. Next, now, this is the more updated version, or the modern version of the impact driver that I bought. Notice it's $108. Why does it cost so much? Because it's brushless. The brushless motor is a much more heavy-duty industrial quality motor than the regular motors. If it doesn't say brushless, it's the cheaper motor. They're okay, they work good, but a brushless motor is tougher. And the big difference, it's got a 4 amp hour lithium ion battery. If we pop over here, you might notice these are 2 amp, where does it say? 2 amp hour right there. So you get a 4 amp hour battery, twice as much runtime, and the heavier duty motor. Highly recommend this company. They are much lower priced than the other guys, and I put them next to any other one and work with it. I've had them a little over a year. I use the hell out of them. I'm impressed. Okay, so now remember, I bought an impact wrench, not a drill. I got corded drills. But I decided one day I had a few extra bucks in my pocket, so I purchased this Dewalt drill chuck. Notice that cute little quarter-inch quick change. Now, personally, if I had one tool to use, I would prefer to own an impact driver with this chuck than a drill. Because the impact driver is designed for quick change, and it's a bit tougher. It knows how to get to work on tough, nuts and bolts and screws. So I really like my rig. So I use it as a drill. With this thing, I use it as a drill. All right, next up. Okay, so we're drilling. We're going to be drilling holes. You're hoping that your holes, you're going to put a dot on the piece of wood or the metal, and you're going to put your drill bit on that dot and hope that it drills at that point. If you do not use a center punch, odds are it will wander a little bit before drilling and it'll be off center. So I was a machinist in a previous life. I've got a bunch of center punches and hammers, but now you got two things. You got a center punch that's kind of just an industrial tool. Go find the center punch, go get the hammer, put it on the dot, tap it. Okay, now you're ready to drill your hole. This thing, with the little clip there, it sits in your pocket because you're going to use your center punch a lot. You whip it out, you put it on the dot, you push it down, it goes ka-chunk, and you got a nice little dimple right where you need it. All right, so that's getting it in the right place. Now, again, I was a machinist. I'm pretty good at drilling. I'm pretty good at being square. This thing improved my squareness of my holes a lot. 20 to 30% better with this thing than without it. I was shocked how good it works for how cheap it is. And you'll notice it's marked in standard sizes, inches, 8 3/16, quarter, 5/16, 3/8, a half. So what? When I use metric drill bits or drill bits that are not these sizes, just put it in the smallest one that it'll fit in. Hold it down tight with one hand. Oh, before you hold it down tight, you put the drill through it. You put the drill tip on that center punch dimple that you just made. Then you slide this down, square it up on your piece, and drill. And you get a nice hole where you want it, straight up and down. Good tools. All right, next up. Oh boy. Okay, so I am refurbing a 1976 Yamaha XS360 motorcycle. Cute little bike. But somebody left it outside for a lot longer than it should have been, and it's got all kinds of rusty crusty. These things whip it off. It's amazing. I've only used 2 of them so far, and they're still usable. I just wanted to try a different set, different grit. I think the brown is the least, the blue is the middle, the red is the most. I tried the red and loved it. I tried the blue and didn't see any reason to change it out. I mean, just they work. And mine still work, and I've used them for hours and hours and hours. When I finish using them, I take them outside, spray the water hose on high, bring them back inside, spray it down with carb cleaner, which has a little bit of oil in it, and it won't rust. I love them. The $20, I think they're going to last me 10 years. Just amazed. Okay. All right. Now, these two, I bought on the same day. Figured whichever one I liked least, I would just send back. Ha ha. In this set, this big dude here is a very good, strong drill screwdriver tip. It's a number 2 Phillips. It's big, it's magnetic, and because it's big, the magnet really works. I keep this one in my electric drill, my electric screwdriver. I use it all the time. It's tough, it's good, it's sharp, it's good. It's a good piece. So, yes, the kit cost me $11, $12. This is worth the $12 just by itself. Plus, I got all them sitting on the side. Now, this kit, so I figured, okay, I'll send this one back. But let me just check it out. Oh, hello, computer. Here we go. This is so cute with the little thing that you can hang on your belt loop. And it's got a good selection. Oops, come on, go away. It's got the number 2 Phillips, 2 square bits, a T25 Torx, which is really popular. It's also strong and it gets everywhere. I ended up liking this one too, so I kept them both. Anyway, all right, now, what's up? Come on, computer, you can do this. Poor thing, it's dying. Here we go. All right, I decided I wanted to do some routing. I couldn't afford a router. I took a 1/2-inch drill, electric wired drill, and built a router table around it. And I bought some cheap router bits from the cheap tool company and was having fun. It's working pretty good. But I wanted different size roundovers. I think I wanted smaller ones. I think it had a quarter its kit, and I wanted to try the eighths and stuff. So I decided, well, let me try these. Let's see how they are. It's Amazon. If I don't like it, I can send it back. Oh, by the way, Amazon. Always look for free returns. I bought a few things that you can't return and wanted to return. Oh, and honey, we'll talk about that sometime. You want to know about honey? Ask me. I'll tell you all about it. These things are wonderful. These things have taught me that reminded me of the difference between a medium quality cutting tool and a high quality cutting tool. These things go through that wood like butter. The other ones I kind of had to work at. These things don't even see the wood. It's amazing how good they are. Alrighty, now my favorite glue of all time. This stuff is amazing. I've been using it for at least 30, maybe 40 years now. I learned about it playing with boats. The rumor was, and I think it's kind of true, that it was originally designed to attach keels to the bottom of sailboats. A keel is a huge thing. Typically weighs at least 1,000, usually thousands of pounds. And if your keel falls off your sailboat, you're probably going to die because the boat's going to flip over and sink. And what they reputedly were doing is you know, clean the bottom of the boat, the top of the keel, put the 5200 on both sides, screw the bolts together nice and tight, come back 2 days later, and they cut off the bolts so that wouldn't be stubbing their toe in the bottom of the bilge. I don't know if I'd be that confident, but apparently, and the Brits are very, very conservative with their sailboats. But this stuff is so strong that they trusted that to, keep the boat together. Anyway, now, if you're going, this is 3M 5200, all that marine adhesive seal basket, 3M 5200. If you're going to use this stuff, know that it is permanent. There's a rumor that there is a dissolving agent for that. I've never seen it. I've only heard people say, I think there's one. If you need to remove it, you can get something that's almost as strong as this, really close to being the same strength. But it has a dissolver. It has a solvent. It's called 4200. So 3M 4200 is the little brother to this 5200. If you're going to use 3M 5200, may I caution you, wear gloves, be in a ventilated area, and cover everything, and I mean everything, within a 3-foot radius that you don't want this stuff on. I typically use newspapers and or wax paper and blue or green masking tape. I the only thing showing is the 1 square inch or so, whatever it is that I want to glue. Because when you squeeze this stuff out, if you use I typically use Q-tips. You use a Q-tip. As you pull the Q-tip away, or as you pull the tube away from whatever you're gluing, it has a nasty habit of having this long, stringy, thin hair. Like cheese, when you bite into something that's got melted cheese and you pull it out and it's all over your shirt and chin. It does that. You got to be careful and make sure that wherever that splats is not somewhere that you care about or you don't mind it being on there, because you're not getting it back off. You probably got 10 to 30 seconds to get it off, and then it's not coming off. It's just not. Same with your fingers. You don't want this stuff on your skin, and you don't want to breathe it, but it is brilliant. Okay, guys, that's me for all of those things. Like I said, I'm Dave Smalley, head geek at Geeks Garage. Thank you for watching. Please hit like, subscribe, and or check out the links below. I'd sincerely appreciate it. Bye, everyone.